Hello everyone, Burton is back with the Banner Saga. It's a game I've been watching and wanting to play for quite a while now, but I simply haven't had the time. And then comes along a little old thing called the Steam sale, and it tells me for £3.74 I can buy and enjoy the beauty of this game. So I've gone ahead and done just that, and you guys are going to come along with me for the journey. Now, in case you don't know what the Banner Saga is, it's a somewhat epic role-playing game inspired by Viking legends. As you can see, there's some beautiful hand-painted landscapes, and this is gonna liven things up quite a lot. Rather than me talking too much, let's get right into the game and we'll see what it's all about. The story in the Banner Saga changes based on the choices that I make. I'll occasionally switch between lead characters, witnessing the story unfold from different perspectives. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving back destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade, life goes on, but one thing has stopped: the sun. Right, so we've got some people in the north called the Dredge we need to keep an eye out for. Here's Stoic, the people behind it.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli neðanvor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Well, it appears as if we are giants with horns, otherwise known as the Val. This must be the brigands we were talking about, we were warned of. Yeah. They're in trouble. So firstly, it looks like we're part of a caravan. We are these giants with horns, otherwise known as the Val from the north. Now it would appear as if the Val and the Northman share borders, which indicates they don't actually live together. So first things first, we need to have a word with this chap here. He is the governor, but these brigands have taken control of his hall, and it's down to us not only to clear the hall of these unworthy foe, but also to learn how to interact when we are fighting on this stage. So I've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. So there's 4 of them against 2 of us. Obviously we can drag the screen around so we can see, well, we can see not too much of anything, but it's still nice. So the portraits down the bottom show the order of initiative, so the order in which we are going to play. So as you can see, it's us, then them, and so on and so forth. So the movement happens before the action, so we need to get our people in place before we can go ahead and strike. Now apparently I've got something going called Shield Banger, and that's active. Now as we are Val, it looks like we take up more tiles. We're going to take up 4 tiles each, whereas our enemies who are simple humans will take up 1 tile. This might have an impact apparently going on our strategy. So click on the tile we want to move to, and once we're okay with that, let's go ahead. So to target this enemy, click on the tile, nice and simple. Then we have 2 options here. So on the red here you can see it's strength based here, or it's armour based here. You can see the sort of impact we'll have with our weapons. If you didn't want to see that whatsoever, just click that button and the rest of them will go and come back as we speak. So we'll leave everything there for now, shall we? So we're going to go ahead and I think we're going to do this one because he's got 5, we've got 5 strength, we should be able to take him out. And then there was 3. So we've grown 1 renown for that. So now it's time for their chieftain to make a move. Now despite being at his full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against the shieldbanger's high armour. Well, we've got 11. As you see there, that's only going to take 1 off us, that's not a problem. Now it's Warhawk's turn. Now the Warhawk apparently has something called willpower. I would hope all of my men would have that, but him even more so. So it's 1 on 2, but apparently he has a little special ability called Tempest. Now Tempest, you can see here, can take care of multiple enemies. So we'll swing away and we'll take both of them. Now something called Pillage. When we get down to the last person, Pillage is activated and things don't generally go in a particular order. We're going to go ahead and try and take him out with this. So click on the fist and then the stars above the fist to add willpower. So we can actually click on the star as well. So if we click that, that'll get us extra. You'll see the damage number go up as your willpower. So that pops up to 9. Excellent. So whereas before we couldn't get that, that would have been 8. He would have still been left standing and then could have attacked us. Simply click that. And there we go. Our first victory. The foes lie dead at my feet. Glory to the Vals. 5 renown. I'll have that.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose.
Oh, I love
all
this.
we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. A dozen families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade, quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I am in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
So it looks like the governor needs the help of the Val. Straight off, I love how this game looks. Chapter 1, only the sun has stopped. So you're approached by a familiar man who walks in steps with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Oh, Eric. Eric, steward of Strand, I manage the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? It is. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. I didn't exactly agree. It's up to you, but you've already got 1 foot in the door. Those men you let face down were scarflings. Or scalthings even. You just want to make sure they don't come back. We took down the chieftain, wasn't that what's left of them? Not much, never was in the first place. They're a loose bunch of thugs to begin with. I'm surprised it got as close as they did. That is a good question. How did 4 of them manage to break into a hall with a governor? Then I believe we are done. Almost. Come with me, we're going to the market down by the water. If anyone's left there to worry about, I know who can tell us. Looks like we're after a little bit of information, so how does this actually work now? So it looks like we've got a bit of an overview. Oh, we can move about, which is quite... Oh, I love how layered these pictures are. Very detailed. Right, so it looks like we're heading on down to the market. So let's go on down to the market tent. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. Coloured canvases flap on a briny current. One man, in particular, blanches as you approach. Lads, I'm not in the mood today. For what? Talking to an idiot, of course. The Scalfing's chieftain bled out about an hour ago, so when you tell me what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try and kill you this time. I like this Eric guy, he's to the point and he's already said rat anus. Excellent. I don't talk, they don't talk to me. Eric, need some help here. I had a change of heart. I hope you give us a hard time. Had sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If anybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much about this? Just a little food money, yeah? I think it's time to intimidate the man. You motion to Gunnulf, your enormous bodyguard who looms over the man like a snake over a mouse. I'm pretty sure you're not Gunnulf. Gods, Eric, laying in a bit heavy, don't you think? Where are the skull things? Nobleman up by the east wall, but that was months ago, last I know. As skulks away, a wave of Eric's hands, gathering things up from his hovel, disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. And then your bodyguard, he steps forward. So this is Gunnulf. Are we done here? Gunnulf, were you wearing green back at the Great Hall? No. Just bought them while we were walking around. Why? You look like a frog. Better than an eggplant. Gunnulf goes off to look at more stalls. Eric, that man of yours seems unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be Scalfing. If they're licking their wounds, they've probably gone to the old haunts, not the new ones. Nobleman is a Mead Hall. Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm going to find him. I'll meet you there. Okay. After this, I am done here. So it looks like we are getting together a merry little band. We have Eric, we have the, what's he called, Gunnulfer? The bodyguards, and then we have big old Val, who I keep forgetting his name. Udin, that was it, Ubin. Just make sure the government remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. So it looks like we have little intersections here between what's actually going on. We get to travel about the different holes we're actually going to. And I like this, you can see straight away. Got a couple more Vals coming in on this side with some humans. The size difference, wow. Be interesting to meet some humans who'll be able to combat the Vals. And you never know, maybe these people in the north, the Dredge, they'll be more of a challenge. So I arrive in front of what must be noblemen. A few minutes later, Eric approaches with a weather-beaten man introduced as a Valgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. You ready? Let's get it over with. That's the spirit, says Valgard. Okay, here we go. Alright. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is already at the head of the table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed drunken Scalfing scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and Steins in the process. It looks like we're getting ourselves in yet another fight. Oh, there's quite a few more of them. Alright, so firstly we've got a deployment action. So what have we got? I'm going to split up my main guys. In fact, you can actually stay there. I want you on the side would be nice. I'm going to switch you over a little bit. Remember, the big guys take up 4. Just hit that if you want to see what's over the heads. We're not going to bother with that for now. I like it as it is. So let's ready up. So let battle commence. So first things first, it's Valgard himself. Now Valgard has... he's got an okay defense. What has he got? Stone wall. So it looks like it's a shield wall. He might be good to actually try and hold up some people. So we'll put him just here. And we'll activate stone wall. So that gives him, you can see there's some extra shielding. Their first move is nowhere near us, which is fine. What sort of weapon have we got here? So we've got a standard attack with an axe. And we've got a rally, so that looks like it gives willpower to an ally in range. So if anything, he's going to be more support. So we're just going to quickly put him here, and we'll end the turn. So you see right there, they've activated their shields, and now it's turn of the big man. So we're going to put him right in the middle of it. Nothing for us to activate on him, so we end the turn quickly like that. And I like this, it feels very much like chess in a way. And what we're going to do is take out this pawn. So he's got 6 on his ranking. If we go ahead and try and take him, we can take him for 9. So we can actually kill this guy. So we'll make our first move. So we're already evening the odds a little bit. We've gained renown, but we've just taken a 2-hit. That's fine, let's move him right into trouble. Once again, stone wall. He's going to be our diversion in this place. Oh, it looks like they're all heading over this way. This could be problematic. So what can we do with you? We can do rally or we can do attack. Attack itself is only going to get us 2. Yeah, we're going to have to do it. Now we can increase it with willpower. So if we increase it, that will take it to 4. Now we don't want to use willpower just yet because, as I said, it's in low demand. We have to save it. We only have 4. So time for the big man again. So I'll be able to take 3. We don't have any option on willpower on this one. So let's go ahead. Oh, we did. We had an option on 1. Need to be careful on that one, otherwise we'll miss it. Ooh! So we're not in for the whirlwind attack just yet, or are we? See, it's difficult. We can't get in. Oh, can we? Let's see if we can do the whirlwind attack on these 2. Nice. So we got a nice little promotion, gained some renown. Well, they're not actually biting, so we'll go ahead and take this guy. So far so good. In case you're wondering, even though we're battling with a party here, there's a likelihood if someone in this party dies, they are not going to continue with us. So even our plans in battle do have an impact on the rest of the game. Oh, watch your back. Need to be careful there. So what's he on? He's... right, we're going to have to just quickly take him out. Ideally we should have got him over a little bit, see if he can use his special. Oh, he's just taken a big hit there. Not big enough though. You gotta love that move. Now he's getting surrounded. Oh, he's gone down. The bodyguard is down and he's out. So I took that a little bit fast. I could have done with hitting the other button there and having him. So he's got 5. We can get him for 3. And now we can get him for 5. We'll do that. Something I haven't mentioned so far is the music. The music in this is really good. We can take him for 5. There we go. So it looks like we're down to 3 on 3 and our man in the middle is in trouble. But we said we're going to activate Stonewall and this is what we're going to do. So he should be able to resist a lot of these now and give us time to get our companions over to try and help out a little bit. So we've got 7 and we've got 2. We'll go for the 2. Essentially that's going to rob them of a turn. Meanwhile he's still resisting. Get you there, big man. Gonna get 2 out of him. Gonna have to do. Oh, careful, careful. Oh, we can get 4. He's pretty much out of it. So we're on pillage now because we're down to the last man. Now it's he's not gonna last much longer. We can take 6, let's up it, takes 8. And there we go, we have cleared the mead hall. We've got victory, more people are lying dead, and it looks like Gunnulf has been promoted. Eric has as well. And we've gained some renown. That's good. There they are, gods be damned, I've got to go wash off this blood. Oh. Eric is looking out the hall's window onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with sails of blood reds and blues. One banner I know well, Wagner. Next, the Val kingship. Last we spoke, the other flag looks important. Yes, important guest. Shall we see what I deal with all day long? Ah, these things make a little more sense. You'd hope I have a stake in something. Everything's fine here when the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. I could see how that would be a problem. Can I ask one more favour? Eric, surely I've done enough today. Alright then, do as you please. Time to go, Valgard. Eric and Valgard hustle from the mead house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and you go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. So, people have arrived, and as one people arrive, we bring this episode to an end. The Banner Saga is a game I'm going to be playing through quite a lot, and hopefully you guys will continue to come along and enjoy this little journey with me. If you like what you've seen, raise those thumbs. Okay,